Hi, welcome to the session titled Getting Started in IT and OT Cybersecurity. We'll be covering a short blueprint introduction on getting started in IT OT Cybersecurity, my three-phase and 12 steps blueprint for different persona types interested in getting started on their journey. This was originally published on April 2022, 2024, later revised or updated on October 11, 2024. But before we get started, a quick disclaimer here. Opinion presented here are my own and does not represent my current and or previous employers or organizations. Please note the career decisions could impact the course of your life, the people that are dependent on you or are associated with you, and also your financial well-being. So make those decisions wisely and consult with your trusted advisors. The information provided here is solely for raising awareness and give execution ideas for you to work towards that could potentially help you in your individual journey. I and or securing things are not liable for any decisions that you make. So let's start now. So for more than 2 decades ago, when I started my own career or journey, I did not have a blueprint or a roadmap defined for myself, nor I had any mentors. I made and perhaps continue to make lots of mistakes throughout the journey. So my hope with this is that if you are starting out and are already on this journey, this may help you give some direction or at least give you enough food for thought to have your own blueprint that can help you accelerate your journey. So if I were to start all over again in 2025, this is what I think the journey should look like. I'll walk through each of the phases and steps respectively and the associated goals and objectives one could use to focus on and accelerate their journey. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. So what are those three phases? The three phases are phase one being you initiate, then you validate, you prepare, and you plan. Don't just start blindly with recommendations that are out there filled on the internet telling you about 5 certification or 10 or 20 or like hundreds of certifications that you need to do. It's just bad advice. And I'm not sure how many people follow and succeed with that advice. Phase B is then the plan that you have prepared in phase one, you execute on that plan and follow the journey while breaking into cybersecurity. Phase C is then you build progression on top of whatever you are executing to land and expand your career in the right direction, hopefully growing up the ladder chain. So who's this blueprint for? Each of the 12 steps are from a perspective of following 4 persona types. 1, a recent graduate or a learner who's interested in getting into cybersecurity. An IT security professional. Second is the IT security professional interested in getting started in OT security, perhaps. And automation, third one would be an automation professional interested in getting started in OT security and or IT security for that matter. Lastly, an experienced professional from a non-tech, non-IT, non-security, non-automation field interested in transitioning into IT OT cybersecurity area. So if you are landing in any of these persona types, this is for you. So what are these 3 phases and 12 steps? Let's start with defining each phase and 4 steps within each of these 3 phases. So phase 1, title, you initiate, you validate, you prepare, and you plan. So the step 1 is getting to know the industry, the stakeholders, the critical infrastructure sectors, and the entire ecosystem. research about all of this and get excited. Remember, for the first few steps, you are not making any decisions for the direction that you need to take for your execution plan. You're just trying to understand what's out there, what's important, what's current, what's outdated, what's going to be relevant, and what's not going to be relevant moving forward. Step 2 is then you learn some IT and OT cybersecurity or technology basics, like understanding some acronyms that are being used, certain device types that are out there, certain famous attacks both on the IT side and OT side, understanding key differences between IT and OT, and more along those lines. Step 3 is mappings, understanding mappings across IT OT processes, similarities, differences between them. Then you also need to understand from an OT or industrial perspective, layers of industrial automation stack, famous concepts around Purdue model, for example, and or domain-specific knowledge areas. Don't worry if you don't know these terminologies as of this stage. We are going to walk through each of these terminologies in later sessions. Then step 4 is know the career tracks or options, tasks and skills, and you craft your career and the progression plan accordingly. So why go through all these steps? It's to understand the inclination you would have by reading, researching, and knowing some of these, what excites you more, what interests you more, and then what are those roles that you want to target, what are the industries that you want to target. All of that is crucial decision points for you to make. So once you make those things clear in terms of your understanding, you'll be in a better position to define the roadmap that you want to take. Phase B is then you execute and implement the plan. That is breaking into cybersecurity. So on step 5, now that's where you are going to look at different trainings that might be available, whether it's theory only or practical, hands-on, or capture the flag type of competition specific trainings. And there are many free and paid trainings out there. And in the process, possibly get certified in something. Step 6 is then you learn a few local, regional, international best practices guidance out there, standards and regulations that might be relevant for the industry sector that you have chosen, the location where you're based in, the regions, or like the country, because it may vary from country to country, region to region. It's always good to start with whatever is locally applicable, and then you expand your knowledge in terms of understanding what's out there internationally. If you want to make that decision on moving from your current locations to another, then it's a different story altogether. Step 7 is you then find experts and mentors, or you follow them, connect with them on professional social networks, and start building your professional network. Hopefully you find some potential projects while building these relationships. One of my virtual teachers said this: your net worth is your network. I failed to build on my network for most part of my career, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes. So from day one, whether you have already started or you're going to start out, make sure you network. Step 8 is in the phase B, the final step, is that then you build your resume, your online profiles, you continue get connected, you continue network, you attend events, social gatherings, whatnot, And then you probably arrange interviews, get connected to recruiters, get connected to organizations directly, apply some places, and hopefully you'll break into cybersecurity roles. Phase C then is your next level of career progression. That is, once you have landed in cybersecurity field, then you land and expand. Step 9 is you gain experience and stay up to date with industry events, changes via online or in-person forums, communities, newsletter, YouTube channels, social media, and whatnot, books, trainings, all that. Steps 10 is you continue advancing your career through advanced level of training and certs to expand on your hard or technical skills. And you should never forget about the soft skills part. Continue to build leadership, presentation, and communication skills. It goes a long way. For most initial part of my career, I actually neglected the soft skills. To this day, I think I have neglected some of these, and I should have compounded on these soft skills in addition to gaining technical skills. Step 7 is then you make sure that you are following certain resources, certain expertise, certain developments out there, and you subscribe to those resources. So you read, watch, listen, and practice, and repeat. It's a continuous journey. So step 12 is you continuously learn, unlearn, and learn per industry trends, build your personal brand, and more. As technology advances, certain things become obsolete, certain new things enter into the market. So it's absolutely crucial that you understand that if you are entering into this field, you have to be a continuous learner, and you should be coming with an open mind to continuously learn new things, unlearn old habits, and then follow the industry trends. So how does your blueprint look like, and whether you have one? And if you ask, is this the only or the best blueprint out there? The answer is definitely not. However, if you match any of the 4 persona types outlined earlier, that is, you're just getting started and wanted to enter cybersecurity, maybe a bachelor's, maybe coming out of the industry. If you are an IT security professional wanting to transition to OT security, if you're an automation professional trying to transition to OT security, or if you're an individual coming from a non-tech background and getting started in IT or OT cybersecurity, this is just an approach to help you navigate your journey. I have generalized it to an extent that it is applicable to any career transition. However, not having one in the long run will cost you more for your time, effort, and your career. Here's an example list of pros, whether planned and cons, unplanned career journey, and what to expect in each scenarios. So make sure you build yours, and I wish you all the best in your career progression, wherever you are in that journey. More on the blueprint and 3 phases and 12 steps in detail in future sessions. Take care. It's a great day to start securing things. Bye.